During the last few years, we've ventured into a lot of different fields, and we've had the opportunity to meet and work with a lot of wonderful people. I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mickey Sightings. Tonight, our Thursday night trivia stream. Good to see you guys. Good to have you in the house tonight. Let me go over here to chat and see who we have. Pamela said, can't wait to see you, Sean and Becca. Becca will not be with me tonight. She is doing algebra. So she is being deposed for algebra tonight. Sam, I'm so glad to see you, buddy. Hope you're feeling better. We've been praying for you today. So I am praying you feel better, and hopefully you're ready for some 80s trivia tonight. So let me get my sheet here, get it all dated with our scores for the night. Let's see, trivia night, the 19th. Next week, we're going to have, excuse me, it rains. So, of course, that sets off my allergies. We're going to have Addison with us at one time here in the studio one night next week. She messaged me today and said, "Oh, I'd love to be on your live stream." And so that's one of Becca's buddies. So we'll have a new face with Mickey Sightings next week, which would be kind of cool. So we'll work that out with her mom and dad, and when she can be able to come over and do homework and all that, and then stream with us. So that's awesome. Lena's laying here watching. All right. So Lena, hope you don't get this crud that Sam has. Goodness, y'all. Woo. So I was a couple minutes late because I had to make some coffee because, boy, my goodness. I'll tell you what, since March or April of last year, I have had just allergy like crazy going on, and nothing seems to help it. It's just this constant. Do y'all have that? That just constant post-nasal drip thing that happens, and then it causes me to wheeze, and it's just, oh, goodness gracious. Some mornings I get up and I sound like we're in a tuberculosis clinic. Excuse me, goodness. So Sam says he's feeling better with meds. That's good. Okay, so Becca's in here in the house. Of course, Becca has algebra to do, so she's not going to be able to be too involved tonight. So, okay, so Lena is moderating tonight. Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah. Okay. All right. So tonight we're going to do 80s trivia. And so instead of a Disney theme, we're going to do 80s tonight and see how you guys do. Something a little bit different. Tomorrow night is going to be fun with Funkos, and got some new Funkos to show you guys. Got the really cool Funko. Got a Funko in today and had to call, and they're sending me a replacement because he was, well, Mickey had spots. Let me put it to you that way. I'll show you tomorrow night. So I got it from Hot Topic, and I asked the lady, I said, so what do I do with the one that I have? She said, donate it, keep it, do whatever you want to with it. So it's possible I might use that as a major trivia prize. Like if we do we may do like a trivia. I'm thinking about doing a trivia championship where it may be like with March Madness kind of idea. And hey, all around Addison. Hey, Addison, I was telling everybody that you're going to be on live stream with us next week. Pamela says, I'm a 90s baby. Oh, you're a 90s baby. I was in college in the 90s. And Funko still has what? No, Pam, you were supposed to have gotten it yesterday. And mine came a day early, oddly enough. And the one today was supposed to come tomorrow, and it came today. But like I said, Lena's trying to find a migraine. Oh, poor Lena. She said earlier today that she was fighting a migraine because she's like me, and I know Addison and Becca, they're the same way. When these fronts come through, it always does weird stuff with our head, makes us And we had some great rain this afternoon, but yeah, I know it's weird. Amazon goofy. I know, right? Amazon, I know, has been getting a little shaky. I've had delays in several orders over the last 3 or 4 months, especially when it comes to Funko Pops. And I think what happens, I think Amazon oversells. And so anyway, I can log in and mod on my phone with Hall Family if you need me to. Sam, maybe that's up to you. If you want to moderate, that'll be fine. It won't be a problem at all. I wish I could do it right here. Just add you as a moderator on my computer, but I can't do that through StreamYard. So I could do it through, it's too hard to do it through StreamYard. I wish it was easier to do it. So anyway, so tomorrow night we'll have fun with Funkos, and we'll be looking at some of the Funkos, and I'll show you the erroneous Funko. But like I said, I would like to do maybe kind of like a trivia championship where we have like multi-nights, multi-tiered, and then whoever gets it, get like a Funko Pop or something like that. So anyway, you can do it on your phone. I can. All right. Well, let me see. How can I do it on my phone? See, Lena teaches me these things. Oh my goodness. Let me see here. Okay, so I'm in my phone. Okay. All right. She says I can do it on my phone, y'all. Let's see. You're going to have to help me with this. All right. So where do I go? If I go into my channel, okay, we can do a mix of 80s and a little bit of 90s tribute. We can do 90s tonight too. Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, let me grab my 90s stack over here. We can do 80s and 90s tonight. Absolutely. That is not a problem. We're not scared. All right, let's see. Yes, you click on the name from chat, then click make moderator. Oh, okay. Let me try that then. All right. Click on the name from chat, then click make moderator. Okay. All right. Let me see. You know how this sometimes works for me and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. So, all right, Sam. I clicked on Sam. Add moderator. Yay! Awesome. Cool. I didn't know it was that easy. It's not always been that easy, has it? I did not know it was that easy. Hey, I'll take it every time. Absolutely. All right, let's see here. I was trying to upload some video clips in here, but it doesn't seem like they're wanting to cooperate. All right, let me log back out of here again. All right, there we go. All right, that way I've got my live chat going on. All righty, guys. So anyway, really, Lena, it's always been that easy? I just don't know. I'm not on it enough. I did. Got you covered. Got Sam and Lena's weight loss diary included. Got it. Woohoo! Awesome. All righty then. So let's go. I love the idea of Trivia Championship too. Yeah. And we'll do something cool. That'll be something neat. Kind of maybe do it like a March Madness type thing. We'll work on that one. All right. Well, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get going with some trivia. So we'll do 80s and 90s per request by Miss Pamela. And we'll see how you guys fare on this. And I think let me write down who we have playing tonight. We've got Pamela and Sam. And Lena's fighting off a migraine, but I'll put her in here just in case she answers a question. So, and I've put Addison in here. Addison has finished up with dance, so as long as we don't get too late, so that she can go to bed early. We to ask her last night what her sleep score was, and she told us today that her sleep score was a 92 last night. I have never gotten a 90 sleep score. I get in the high 80s, but not 90s. That's crazy. All right, let's go. I'm ready, she said. All right, let's go. So we're going to start. First of all, we'll start with, since it's 80s trivia on the thing, we'll start with an 80s trivia question. What year did Beverly Hills Cop get released? What year did Beverly Hills Cop get released? What year? I'll give you multiple choice. 1982, 1989, 1984, or 1986. That'll help you a little bit. Have a little bit of on those like that. Give you a little bit of multiple choice. Okay. Phone here. And the correct answer goes to Pamela, 1984. 1984. Pamela looks like came in ahead of Sam. 1984. All right. Let's keep rolling here. Next question. Which 80s film features a group of teens getting sent to detention? Which 80s film features a group of teens getting sent to detention? And the first person to come in with the correct answer was Sam with The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. I did not like that movie. I didn't like it when it came out, and I still don't like it. I know it kind of became a cult classic, but I just do not like that movie. I don't know why. There are probably people in here that run me out of the house, but I just did not get the hype. On what sitcom did Kirk Cameron play Mike Seaver? On what sitcom did Kirk Cameron play Mike Seaver? On what sitcom did Kirk Cameron play Mike Seaver? And Kelly, hands full, hearts full, is in the house. Welcome in. And he gets it with Growing Pains. Good job. Good job, Kelly. You are now on the board. Welcome in. Welcome in. Great picture of Tucker the other day in front of Disney University. I am just so excited for him. That is just so cool. When we're down next month, I hope we get to see him. We have to see where he is and go meet him somewhere. All right, next question. What soda had 6 times the caffeine of any other soda on the market? What soda had 6 times the caffeine of any other soda on the market? I guess you kind of say it was the monster drink of the 80s. And Sam gets it with Jolt. Woo! Sam and Kelly came in hot on that. They came right. I mean, it was like my goodness. That was whoever typed the fastest. All right. Okay, here's a 90s question. Here we have a 90s question. What sitcom was Steve Urkel on? What sitcom was Steve Urkel on? And the first person with the right answer is oh, by the way, there. Show cats don't dance to Susie. Susie saw it. Yeah, Susie saw it, Pamela. And the first person to get it right is Sam with Family Matters. Family Matters. Did I do that? You guys remember? I love Steve Urkel. And that was back in the day when they would all all those shows would take trips to Disney. I always liked those episodes. All right, here's another 90s question. Another 90s question. Who played Cher in Clueless? Who played Cher in Clueless? Who played Cher in Clueless? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They saw they saw Susie saw the teaser. And the first person to come at Kelly with Alicia Silverstone. Woo! Great job, Kelly. Great job. All right. 80s trivia. How many Saturday detentions? No. My goodness, that's another Breakfast Club question. Not for the Breakfast Club. Things happened in the 80s other than the Breakfast Club. What was the second fruit on the original Pac-Man? What was the second fruit on the original Pac-Man? Cherry, strawberry, orange, or bananas? Oh, Kristen got that one. I was wondering. And the answer goes to it is. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Nobody's got the right answer yet. I thought I saw it down there. What was the second fruit on the original Pac-Man? And Sam gets it with strawberry. Sam gets it with strawberry. Good job, Sam. All right, another 90s question here. Oh boy. How many of you had pagers in the 90s? Some of you weren't old enough to have pagers. What did the pager code 143 mean? What did the pager code 143 mean? And I can honestly say I never got a page with 143 on it. And I had multiple pagers. There's one time I wore 3 pagers at a time. Oh, it's ridiculous back in the day. What did the pager code 143 mean? And Kelly gets it with I love you. Woohoo! And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that others aren't wondering what a pager actually is. All right, 80s trivia. Here we go. Back to the 80s. 1985's Live Aid concert raised $127 million for what cause? 1985's Live Aid concert raised $127 million for what cause? Hey, Stevie, good to see you. Stevie Lee is in the house. Howdy, howdy. Stevie, you want to jump in and play trivia? Let me know, and I'll put you on the list. And Kelly gets it with AIDS in Africa. I think. Well, I'll take that. It was actually famine relief in Africa, but it's fine. You got Africa. And back in 1985, it was pretty. If it had to do with a benefit, it was AIDS or famine. It was one of those. And then, of course, and Addison came with food for Africa. Yep, it was for famine relief in Africa. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to give Addison the point as well. So Kelly and Addison both gets a point because Kelly got it that it was Africa and Addison got that it was food for Africa. So I'll give each of you guys a point. All right, another 80s question. Another 80s question. Who voices Gizmo in Gremlins? Who voices Gizmo in Gremlins? All right, Stevie says put on the list. Stevie, you are on the list. Who voices Gizmo in Gremlins? I have no idea either, only because I see the answer. And wow, I did not know that. Oh, I did not know that one. I was Stevie. Okay, the answer is Howie Mandel. Howie Mandel. I did not know that. All right, let's do a 90s question. Kind of doing 90s too in celebrations. And Lena and Sam came off of the 90s themed Run Disney. What show premiered in the 90s that Sarah Jessica Parker starred in? What show premiered in the 90s that Sarah Jessica Parker starred in? Right, Stevie? Isn't that interesting? Howie Mandel? I did not know that. That was a total surprise to me. And Lena gets it first with Sex and the City. Lena comes in even with her migraine. with Sex in the City. AMA, right? Hey, you've got a migraine. You can spell in hieroglyphics, and as long as we can understand it, you'll get it. All right, another 90s question. Let's do some more 90s here. What did AOL stand for? What did AOL stand for? Oh, Kristen is in there. Oh, you know what, Kristen? I think I missed you earlier. Oh, let's see. Oh, nope. Okay, so Kristen is in now herself. Ah, I see. Kristen comes in strong with America Online. AOL, America Online. Very good. You've got mail. All right. Nope, just signed in. All right. So now, should I give you that point that I gave Kelly earlier? Because he said technically you got it. The share question? All right. 80s trivia. Here we go. Which professional boxer first rose to fame in the mid to late 1980s? Which professional boxer first rose to fame in the mid to late 1980s? Yes, exactly. Lena, you're right. The CDs, where you got 40 minutes of access to the World Wide Web. I bet I have got a box full of those somewhere in storage. I bet you I do. I know. I can hear the start of music in my head, right? If Kelly's going to keep asking me the questions, I'm going to get credit for answering. That's right, Kristen. That's right, girl. Come on. I don't blame you. And the first person with the correct answer is Kelly with Mike Tyson. Kelly comes in with Mike Tyson. All right, let's do a score check real quick. Kelly is in the lead with 5, followed by Sam with 4, and Pamela and Lena and Kristen each have 1. So we've got a good game going. Scooby-Doo. I'm in the car and my internet is bad, but I will be back in like an hour if you'll still be. We'll probably still be here, Addie girl. All right. One more 80s trivia, then we'll go to 90s. Who narrated Mike Jackson's, really? Who narrated Michael Jackson's Thriller? Matter of fact, we were just talking about him last night. Who narrated Michael Jackson's Thriller? Cherie, good to see you. I've been waiting for this or dream streaming. Oh, they're going to be streaming Fantasmic. Yeah, I've got a video of Fantasmic on here I need to upload. We were there last month when we went and saw Fantasmic, and it was so good. Loved it. So good to see you, Cherie. If you, I'm glad you popped in. If you'd like to play, let me know. And Sam gets it with Vincent Price. I don't think Gingerbread Price. Maybe not. Was that a text? Was that a voice to text thing? Wow. All right. We got a 90s question coming up here. Vincent Price was the answer. What year was Google founded? 1995, 1997, 1998, or 1999? Oh, Radigan himself. Yep, that's right, Pamela. Ellen DeGeneres. Stevie, that's crazy. What year was Google founded? Let's see who comes in with a correct answer. Oh, I think Stevie would have gotten it, but flip the numbers around. Flip the numbers around. What year was Google founded? 95, 97, 98, or 99? And Pamela comes in with 98. Correct answer is 1998. Pamela got the answer. And poor Stevie, I know, right? Stevie's just flip those numbers. All right. Another 90s trick question. What dance fad took over in the 90s? What dance fad took over in the 90s? It doesn't matter. I'm officially over. Officially older than Google. I have a migraine and now I can't type. I'm now sad. Poor Lena. She meant older. yeah. I have to read between like I said, it may be hieroglyphics, but we'll try to figure it out. Let me get back to I'm sliding on my job here. Okay, so Kelly said macadamia. I know where you're going, but it wasn't macadamia. And then Lena came in with Macarena. Well, it's Macarena. I'm assuming that's what it is because it's spelled almost right. So Lena gets the point for the Macarena. Don't use voice to text, Kelly. Macadamia. Or if you're like me, you don't know how to spell it, so you're just going to just write and put whatever you need to. All right, let's do another 90s. These are fun. What was the oh wow. Oh yeah. What was the must-have robotic owl-like toy? OWL. What was the must-have robotic owl-like toy? See, I can't spell either. Yeah. If I'd have answered that one, there's all kinds of ways I could have come up with macaroni. It probably looked like macaroni or something. And the first person to come in with the right answer is Lena with a Furby. I think we all had a Furby. I was an adult and got a Furby. Everybody just had to have one. All right, let's do an 80s question. Let's get back into the 80s again here. What electronic game was a symbol of the 1980s? This is kind of hard. So I'm going to do multiple choice on this one because it's kind of a weird question. This electronic game was a symbol of the 1980s. Bop It, Simon, Game Boy, or Atari? Sam said they looked evil. Yeah, they did. They were kind of creepy, but they were cute at the same time. They were that, it's kind of like some dogs. They're just ugly cute. Because he was still creepy. I think they call us 2020. They might have. That's funny. And Kristen gets it with Simon. Kristen gets the point with Simon. See, I'd have been on the Atari bandwagon too. Yep. But Simon. And actually, if you watch a lot of the retro 80s stuff, it's usually Simon that pops up. So I get where they're coming from there. All right. Let's do another 80s question. A portable stereo was also known as a what? A portable stereo was also known as a what? I'm going to read these out because neither one of these would be the answer I would give. As a kid from the 80s, we did not. Okay. All right. Sam comes in first with Boombox. That's exactly right. Okay. The answer is Ghetto Blaster. We did not call them Ghetto Blasters. In the 80s in North Florida, I didn't know what a ghetto was. Okay. So it was a boombox. So if you answered boombox, you get boombox. Yep. Everybody's answering boombox. Except Kelly did a Walkman. That was a little bit later. So boombox is our official answer, and it goes to Sam. So boombox. So we have to correct this card. It depended on where you live, but it definitely was not a Ghetto Blaster where I was from. All right. 80s. More 80s trivia. Well, I've heard it called that, Pamela, but that is not what. No, they were a boombox. Which Madonna song hit the Billboard 100 in 1983? Which Madonna song hit the Billboard 100 in 1983? Ghetto Blast sounds like a toy. Yeah, it does. It sounds like something like a Nerf gun or something. Ooh, great answers, but not the right ones. And see, I would have been there was. Yep, I would have thought. Yep. Nope, not yet. Oh, Borderline. I love that song. I love Borderline. I like the instrumentation in that song. Which Madonna song hit the Billboard 100 in 1983? So we're got to think early Madonna, 1983. No, Vogue would be much later Madonna. That's 90s Madonna. Did I not see your comment earlier? Which comment was it? They're rolling by pretty quick. Oh, but you aren't allowed to bop it. Bop it. Your kids at school, we're told it's frowned on. Really? Oh, wow. Everything's frowned on today because everybody gets offended. Oh, nobody's gotten it yet. Early Madonna's, guys. 1983. Come on. You guys are getting all of her songs, but this one. Oh, another one. Nope, that's not it. It's one word, and it's not Vogue. It's one word. I wonder if Susie knows it. She's my trivia master. Suze. No, she can't hear me. She's packing. Okay. Kristen. Okay. Kristen gets it with Holiday. Good job, Kristen. We're good. When I saw Hikase, I was like, okay, is that Holiday in another language, maybe? Maybe Filipino or something? I don't know. Hikase kind of sounds like when Becca speaks some Filipino that she's learned. That's kind of what it sounds like. So Holiday is the answer. All right, let's go to some 90s for a while. 90s trivia. Here we go. What did George Foreman endorse in the 1990s? What did George Foreman endorse? In fact, his name is named after him in the 1990s. Okay. Kristen, we got to put your phone or your computer on English. Cherie comes in with grill. Good job. An indoor grill. Chris said, for the love, I can't type. Yeah, we do too, Pamela. We love our George Foreman grill. That's one of the best things ever. All right, let's go with some more 90s here. All right. What did Many, Many, M-A-N-Y, not Mini, like M-I-N-I. What did many girls do to their hair in the 1990s? Did they braid it, crimp it, shave their head, or straighten it? Did they braid their hair, crimp their hair, shave their head, or straighten their hair in the 90s? Oh, yeah. You can do, Elena, honestly, yeah, you could do anything. Typing so fast, Siri can't autocorrect me. I just keep thinking, Kristen, you're coming up with another language or something. Hikase is still one of the best. All right, let's see. The answer is, let's see who came in with the right answer. The answer is crimp. So who came in with that first? That was Surfer Girl. Cherie comes in again with crimp. They crimped their hair. Yes, they did. All right, more 90s trivia. All right, here we go. What website was not around in the 1990s? Okay, what website was not around in the 1990s? Amazon, Match.com, eBay, or Facebook? That's true, Lena. Yeah. That's kind of true. And the first person to come in with the correct answer, again, is Kristen with Facebook. Wow. All right, let me do a score check real quick because we've got a game on tonight. All right, so Sam's in the lead with 6, followed by Kelly with 5. Kristen has 4. Cherie and Pamela have, Lena has 3. Sherry and Pamela have 2. And Addison has 1. All right. Come on, Stevie. You got to get on the board now. Come on. All right. Stevie says, my internet's slower. All right, let's do another 90s question here. Okay, maybe not that one. I can't even pronounce that. I don't know what that one is. Okay, what? Really? Okay, y'all might know this one. I don't know this one, but you guys might. Who was the first host of TRL? Who was the first host of TRL? Stevie said, all y'all type too fast. There are some seriously fast typers. I know Lena. Sam was typing ridiculously fast night before last on his phone. All right, now y'all don't hate, but I still got my Christmas mugs out. See, until January is over, we keep our wintry stuff out. Well, not Christmas decorations. They're all down, but all of our cups are still out. So I just think this is such a cute cup. This came out this year. I love Pluto. Look at him. He's so cute. Okay. All right. Let me get back to work here. And Kristen gets it with Carson. Carson Daly. Good job, Kristen. So she is now tied with Kelly. Uh-oh. They're tied. All right. Back to 90s. What was the first Mary-Kate and Ashley movie? What was the first Mary-Kate and Ashley movie? I'll give the titles. Billboard Dad, It Takes Two, To Grandmother's House We Go, or How the West Was Fun. Chris said just had to tie Kelly. Double trouble. Something where they solve a crime. Okay. I have never seen this. So see who comes in with the right answer. The first person to come in with the right answer. Uh-oh. Not so. Nope. Not How the West Was Won. Not It Takes Two. All right. Okay. So nobody got it. It was To Grandmother's House We Go. So their first movie was To Grandmother's House We Go. So since Kelly, it just came in on my end and I just given the answer. So there's nobody got that point. All right, let's go back to the 80s for just a few minutes and see what we've got going on there. What color were the tigers on the cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller album? What color were the tigers on the cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller? The Halloween one where the grandma was trapped in a mirror was scary. Anytime you're trapped in a mirror, that's going to be scary. What color were the tigers? This is interesting. Okay, so, all right. All right, now this is kind of an interesting for me. The card says white. Okay, the answers were orange, white, orange and black, or yellow. The card says white, but the tiger was not white. The tiger was orange and black. So let's see who got orange and black. Yeah, so Sam got orange, black, and white, which is actually absolutely the closest. I don't know why the card says white. That is not right at all. But yes, the tiger himself was orange, black, and white. My chair. I just Googled that to double check that because I did not remember it being white. Okay. I mean, I remember when that album came out. I was in 6th grade. We played that album to death. So Sam gets the point there. So that is not a good, that is not the right answer. Which it happens on some of these. Oh, I don't have a Sharpie marker up here. Otherwise, I was going to go ahead and correct it. So I'll have to go back and correct that one. All right. Let's do some more 80s trivia. I would never get any of these questions right. Not a fan. Okay. You'll be a fan of this 80s question, I'm sure. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. How many Friday the 13th movies are there? How many Friday the 13th movies are there? How many Friday the 13th movies are there? And Kelly gets it with 11. Kelly gets it with 11. That is hard to believe. 11 is the answer. And of course, a question like that, you have to kind of keep up with it because have they added more since these cards were done? And that's a possibility. Tell you what, that's one of those that we have to double check. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so there are 12. So there are 12. Okay, so the card is old. I was afraid of that. So because I thought there was another one. So there are 12. So I'm sorry, Kelly, you lost that point, and I think the point went to Sam. Yep, the point goes to Sam. I'm sorry, Kelly. All right. All right, next question. Yeah, those can be kind of tricky when it's something like that because that can change. That's not a really good trivia question, honestly. Or something like that can change. Okay, what were the names of the Blues Brothers? What was the name of the Blues Brothers? Well, exactly, Sam. They've got to make the 13th one should be a good one. They've got to go to 13. You can't stop now. What were the names of the Blues Brothers? The names, well, okay, not the actor's name, but the name of the character. Smurf and Smurf 2. So not the name of the actors, but the name of the characters. What were the names of the Blues Brothers? Boo Crew and Dude. Oh, close. Kristen got the actors, Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi, but who were the characters' names? The actual Blues Brothers' names were, well, you know what I mean, in the movie. And Kristen gets it with Jake and Elwood. Kristen gets it with, hold on a second, with Jake and Elwood. Had a school question. Sorry, guys. Becca's algebra on her computer is not working well. All right, so the answer was Jake and Elwood. So Kristen got the point first. All right, more 80s questions. Ready? What year did the original A Nightmare on Elm Street come out? What year did the original A Nightmare on Elm Street come out? Was it 1982, 1987, 1989, or 1984? And the correct answer is given by 1492. I get, wow. And Kristen gets it first with 1984. Kristen gets it first. So she's coming. She's only one behind Sam. So she is coming up on the lead, Sam. All right. Here's another 80s question right here. Which of these toys exploded in popularity in the 1980s? Cabbage Patch Kids, Legos, Hot Wheels, or Tonka trucks? Which of these toys exploded in popularity in the 1980s? Cabbage Patch Kids, Legos, Hot Wheels, or Tonka trucks? And Kristen now ties with Sam for the lead with Cabbage Patch Kids. How many of you have ever been to the Cabbage Patch Hospital up in Georgia? That is a really cool place if you've never been. Oh, yeah. Becca just brought in her Cabbage Patch doll that she got from the Cabbage Patch Hospital. Yeah, if you have a daughter, plan on spending money there. All right, back to work.
I am.
Whoosh.
I'm waiting on Mom.
Taskmaster. Not me, but it sounds awesome. Well, it's really cool. I had one named Isabel, Kristen said. That's cool. All right. My dad called her Isabel Ringing. I love it. Isabel Ringing. Miss Pamela says, hey, Becca. She says, hey, Miss Pam. All right. Let's see. We've done 80s for a while. Let's go back to the 90s. All right. Let's swap decades again. All right. Next question. Which boy band featured Nick, Drew, Justin, and Jeff? Lila says, hey, Becca. She says, hey. She said, hey, Lila. Lena says, I want one now. Which boy band featured Nick, Drew, Justin, and Jeff? And the first person with the correct answer is Sam with 98 degrees. All right. Sam just took the lead again. So we got a real contest between Kristen and Sam here. Let me do a quick points check. Sam is in the lead with 14, followed by Kristen with 13. Kelly has 6. Pamela and Cherie have 2. Lena has 3. Pamela and Cherie have 2. And Addison has 1. Come on, Stevie. We got to root for Stevie. Stevie's got to get on the board. All right, let's do more 90s. What game came packaged with a Game Boy? What game came packaged with a Game Boy? Bewitched. Sailors from Alliance. We just don't want Kelly to win. Okay. Oh, wow. Kelly, did you ever feel like there are people working against you, buddy? Lena says, I'm actually winning because I haven't thrown up yet. Yes, you are. That is a fact. And Kelly gets the answer with Tetris. Kelly comes in with the answer, and it was Tetris. Oh, you got that one, Becca?
Yeah, because I thought that Tetris was more 80s.
Well, it was.
Yeah, but the board game version of it was 90s.
Okay, back to algebra. All right, to the 90s. Back again. Which is not, okay. Oh, take it easy, Lena. Exactly. Okay, Addison is back in the house. Which is not considered a grunge band? Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Matchbox 20. And this card spelled Nirvana wrong. Which is not considered a grunge band? Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Nirvana, Matchbox 20. And Kristen gets it with Matchbox 20. Uh-oh. Kristen and Sam are tied again. Wow. This is quite the race. All right. Here's another 90s question. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. That was kind of. All right, here we go. Here's a good one. Who was the butler on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Who was, and his character name, not the actor's name. Who was the butler on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Barney and Friends. Wow. And Kristen gets it with Jeffrey. Uh-oh. Now Kristen takes the lead. Kristen gets it with Jeffrey. All right, here we go with another 90s question. Michael Jordan led the Bulls to how many championships in the 1990s? Michael Jordan led the Bulls to how many championships in the 1990s? 6, 4, 7, or 5? 6, 4, 7, or 5? And Kelly gets it with 6. Kelly gets it with 6. Good job, Kelly. All right, here we go. Another 90s question. What was the top grossing movie of 1990? Stevie said, I apparently know nothing. These can be a little tricky, can't they? What was the top grossing movie of 1990? And I'll list the movies because this could be tricky. Pretty Woman, Goodfellas, Home Alone, or Edward Scissorhands? What was the top grossing movie of 1990? 1990. Pretty Woman, Goodfellas, Home Alone, Edward Scissorhands. And Addison gets it with Home Alone. Good job, Addison. Addison, she is back on the board with 2 points. Good job, Addison. All right, here's another 90s question. For the Disney fans out there. What Pixar movie was the first completely computer-generated film of the Magic Dragon? Lena, it's your medication talking. What Pixar movie was the first completely computer-generated film? Oh, Becca got it. And the first person to get it right was Sam with Toy Story. Uh-oh, now Sam and Kristen are tied again. Oh, there you go. Becca in 1994. What year was the World Wide Web introduced to the public? Or as we used to say, invented by Al Gore. What year was the World Wide Web introduced to the public? 1990, 91, 93, or 97? And Samuel gets it. Sam gets it with 91. 1991. Great job. Boy, Sam came in fast on that one. Boy, he came in quick. Wow, y'all didn't stand a chance. I think Sam got the question out before I read it. He got the answer out. All right, let's go back to the 80s. Back to the 80s. What famous wreckage was found in 1985? What famous wreckage was found in 1985? Wow, Becca got it. Pamela said, it's okay, I'm having fun. And the first person to come in with the correct answer was Lena with Titanic. Good job, Lena. Not bad. She's got 4 points and a migraine. Titanic. Good job. All right, keeping on with the 80s. All right, go in there with Mom. I'm being distracted. What was the most popular game of the 1980s? Sam said the Edmund Fitzgerald. What was the most popular game of the 1980s? And it was not Wreck-It Ralph. Nope, wasn't Pac-Man either. The most popular game in the 1980s. The most popular. And the first person to come in with it was, oh wow, they rolling in here. Was Sam with Super Mario Brothers. Sam gets it with Super Mario Brothers. Uh-oh, Sam is taking a 2-point lead over Kristen. So, okay, Kristen, you have to tighten up. All right, let's do some more. All right, 1980s. Who directed The Karate Kid? Who directed The Karate Kid? John G. Avildsen, Steven Spielberg, John Carpenter, or James Cameron? Who directed The Karate Kid? Don't be rubbing it. Okay, so Addison said John, but there are two Johns. So which one? John G. Avildsen, Steven Spielberg, John Carpenter, or James Cameron? And Sam gets it with Avildsen. John G. Avildsen. Good job, Sam. I would not have known the answer to that. All right, here we go. More 80s. Which TV channel forever changed television and music in 1981? Which TV channel forever changed television and music in 1981? And Lena gets it with MTV. MTV was the channel. Bonus question. What was the first video played on MTV? You guys know this one. What was the name of the song that was the first video played on MTV? Whoever gets this gets 2 points. It's a 2-point question. Why? Because I said so. Oh, wow. Now, see, you guys have got all kinds of hit and miss answers here. Okay, so it was Video Killed the Radio Star. Okay. Something never ends. So Sam gets it right. Okay, so Stevie got Video Killed the Radio Rock Star. And Sam gets Video Killed the Radio Star. So the actual title was Video Killed the Radio Star. So, but because Stevie was so close, I'm going to give Stevie a point. But then Sam gets 2 points because he answered it in the exact name. But you were so close, Stevie. And that was such a tricky question for some people. I gave you a point. So now you're on the board. All right. More 80s trivia. Who won the Super Bowl in 1989? Who won the Super Bowl in 1989? Was it the 49ers, Patriots, Cowboys, or Giants? Was it the 49ers, the Patriots, the Cowboys, or the Giants? And Addison gets it with the 49ers. Good job, Addison. What? Good job, girl. The 49ers. Minor 49er. All right. 80s trivia. Here we go. What was the exact speed the car in Back to the Future had to go to time travel? She got in. Kristen had it. She got in to. Oh, I see. Let's see here. I'm listening to what my now on my end. Addison has it, and Kristen had it. She got enter to. Oh, is that what you're saying? Okay, so Kristen gets the point too. So she and Addison both share the point. All right. So what was the exact speed the car in Back to the Future had to go to time travel? And the answer is given by Stevie Lee. It was 88 miles per hour. See, Stevie, all you had to do was get on the board and you're good to go. See? There you go. The MTV song. 88 miles per hour. Good job, Stevie. Okay, let's go back to some 90s trivia. What Saturday Night Live star got their start on the show All That? What Saturday Night Live star got their start on the show All That? I don't really care for Saturday Night Live. Old, way back. It's kind of funny, but I actually don't even know who this is. If that, you know what? Somebody got the answer to this. And Pamela gets it with Kenan Thompson. Good job, Pam. I would not have known that. Pamela got that one. Kenan Thompson. All right. Next card. Back to the 90s. Who sang the song Closing Time? Who sang the song Closing Time? I don't think I ever saw that show, All That. Nope, don't think so. Who sang the song Closing Time? And Kelly gets it with Semisonic. Kelly gets it with Semisonic. Good job, Kelly. I did not know that. All right. Back to the 90s here. What Pokemon does Pikachu evolve into? What Pokemon does Pikachu evolve into? And I was never into Pokemon, so I would not have had a clue. Oh, it's on Netflix? Oh, that's cool. I'll have to go check it out. All That. So it was on Nickelodeon. Oh, that's probably why. And the first person to get the answer is Pamela with Richu. Is that how you, I don't know. Richu. Anyway, it's close enough. She got it. Oh my goodness. All right. You guys should know this one. Who was the beloved teacher on Boy Meets World? Mushu. That's what I probably said, Stevie. Who was the beloved teacher on Boy Meets World? I never got into Pokemon. A lot of friends who did. I just never did. And Pamela gets it with Mr. Feeney. Wow. Pamela's coming in strong. All right, let's do a points check while we're here. All right, so in the lead is Sam with 15, followed by Kristen with 11, and then Kelly has 9, Pamela has 5, and Lena have 5, Addison has 3, and Stevie and Sherry have 2. All right, good job. Boy, you guys are doing great. All right. Let's go back to the 80s. Miss Lena, she is loved by all first grade. Oh, Miss Lena. She's loved by all first graders. What famous sci-fi movie did not come out in the 80s? RoboCop, The Terminator, Blade Runner, or Alien? What famous sci-fi movie did not come out in the 80s? RoboCop, The Terminator, Blade Runner, or Alien? I know. Can we go back to the 80s? And Stevie gets it with Alien. Stevie gets it with Alien. See, Stevie, you just needed that 1 point, and then just bam. Fifth graders who didn't shower and are hiding gym clothes in their locker. Yeah. All right. All right. Here to the 80s. Oh, show the card better. In what year was the first ever music CD released? Not certificate of deposit. In what year was the first ever CD released? 1982, 84, 86, or 88? 82, 84, 86, or 88?
Do you want tea?
Thank you. No, you can take that out, please. Okay. I'm done with that. Too much, enough caffeine for the night. Let me read those options again. 1982, 84, 86, or 88? Nobody's got it yet.
What's the question?
In what year was the first ever CD released? 82, 84, 86, or 88? And Addison gets it with 82. 1982. That blows me away. I'm like, what? 1982. All right. More 80s trivia. Which 80s movie became a hit largely due to MTV? Which 80s movie became a hit largely due to MTV? And here are the options: 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, Flashdance, or Police Academy. Which 80s movie became a hit largely due to MTV? 16 Candles, The Breakfast Club, Flashdance, or Police Academy? And Kristen gets it with Flashdance. Good job, Kristen. What a feeling. All right. More 80s. Who was the dramatic redhead who starred in Pretty in Pink? Who was the dramatic redhead who starred in Pretty in Pink? Hey, Ray J, good to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Ray J. We are playing trivia. And I was just going to say, Ray J, are you going to play? And he answers the question. Ray J. All right. So we have Addison Molly, the full name. There we go. Ray J came in with Molly Ringwald. So Ray J gets the point. The full name was Molly Ringwald. Man, Ray J jumps in and answers a question. I think you did that last time, Ray J. All right. Here we go with the 80s. All right. Which 1980s theme song inspired its own separate film? Which 1980s theme song inspired its own separate film? Eye of the Tiger, When Doves Cry, Billie Jean, or Sweet Dreams? What 1980s theme song inspired its own separate film? Eye of the Tiger, When Doves Cry, Billie Jean, or Sweet Dreams? And Kristen gets it with Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger. And Ray J said, I'm half playing and half working. Oh, good job. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's go to the 90s again for a little bit. Let's go back to the 90s. Which movie was the first to gross $1 billion in 1998? Which movie was the first to gross $1 billion in 1998? Titanic, Forrest Gump, Toy Story, or Jurassic Park? And Kristen gets it with Titanic. Titanic. And did you see what is it that Titanic now Avatar 2 it superseded Top Gun Maverick? So, man, movies are making some big money. All right. Back to the 90s. Which of these is not an original Beanie Baby? Which of these is not an original Beanie Baby? Patty the Platypus, Chocolate the Moose, Legs the Frog, or Happy the Hippo? Which of these is not an original Beanie Baby? Patty the Platypus, Chocolate the Moose, Legs the Frog, Happy the Hippo? And Stevie gets it with Happy the Hippo. And Stevie gets it with the hippo. Happy the Hippo. All right. Let's continue on with the 90s. There are the answers. Did you see it? I turned the card around backwards. There we go. Continue on with the 90s. All right. What was the name of the pink Mighty Morphin Power Ranger? What was the name of the pink Mighty Morphin Power Ranger? Good night, Addison. Have a great night. And you finished with 4 points. Great job, Addie girl. And the first person to come with the correct answer was Lena with Kimberly. Lena gets it with Kimberly. All right. And here we go with more 90s trivia. Pinky Sure with the brain. That's right. Which of these racing games was one of the first PlayStation 1 releases? Okay. So which of these racing games was one of the first PlayStation 1 releases? Destruction Derby, Gran Turismo, Ridge Racer, or V-Rally? She was a gymnast in past life and left the series to compete in the Olympics. Oh, wow. That's cool. Which of these racing games was one of the first PlayStation 1 releases? Destruction Derby, Gran Turismo, Ridge Racer, or V-Rally? Don't see the right answer yet. Anybody? Oh, nope. Don't have the right answer yet. All right. If I don't get it in the next couple. Okay. Kelly gets it with Ridge Racer. Kelly gets it with Ridge Racer. All right. Let's do another 90s. All right. Here we go. Which NBA star debuted with Orlando Magic in 1992? Which NBA star debuted with Orlando Magic in 1992? And the answer is... All right, so Kelly gets it with Shaquille O'Neal. Great job, Kelly. Awesome. All right, let's go back to the 80s again. Back to the 80s. All right, here we go. In Tom Hanks' movie Big, how old was his character before he was big? In Tom Hanks' movie Big, how old was his character before he was big? Okay. The two ladies in my life, my wife and my daughter, are here talking to me in the door. One is answering the question. The other one, who's supposed to be packing to go to Savannah, is telling me she has nothing to wear.
Nothing to wear.
I could take our camera to her closet and you would understand she has plenty to wear.
I have nothing to wear.
The laundry is done.
Is here. It might be done. I still have nothing to wear. I say, come on, let's go find some nice clothes.
Did you figure out the math problem?
Huh? No.
Did you get the math? Are you working on it still?
Work on math. Yeah, I am. I'm working on the math.
Okay.
Our poor old internet.
I got to get back to the job at hand here. Nope, I don't have a right answer yet. In Tom Hanks' movie Big, how old was his character before he was big? All right, I'll give you options. 6, 8, 9, or 12. 6, 8, 9, or 12. 6, 8, 9, or 12. Yeah, Stevie Lee. The struggle is real. Stevie, the struggle is real. 6, 8, 9, or 12. We may be here all night. And Stevie gets it with 12. Stevie gets it with 12. Okay, so Lena says, Susie needs a shopping spree, Sean. Hand her the credit card. She has her own money. Trust me, Lena. She has money. She does her thing. I'm the spender of the family. So Lena said you need a shopping spree, Suze.
I think she's trying to find something to wear.
Yeah, I think she's back trying to find something to wear. The struggle in our house is real. All right. More. Yeah, yay, guessing. More 80s trivia. Which American band scored the 1980 #1 album Third Stage? Which American band scored the 1980 #1 album Third Stage? No, it was not Earth, Wind, and Fire.
How can you hear me?
I hear all.
Have mercy. Well, sure you didn't hear my sneeze the other night.
Okay, so maybe I should give multiple choice options. Boston, Duran Duran, Toto, or Heart. Boston, Duran Duran, Toto, or Heart. Who has any idea? Scorpion, Bon Jovi. Okay, so I just gave you guys the multiple choice options here. Boston, Duran. Okay, Pamela gets it with Boston. Pamela gets it with Boston. Woohoo! Go Pamela. Kelly, I kind of thought you might get that one for some reason. Or Sam. Don't ask me why. I just thought so. All right, 1980s. Here we go. Oh, this is kind of a bumper question off of an earlier question. What 80s fashion trend was inspired by the movie Flashdance? Pamela said she completely guessed. What 80s fashion trend was inspired by the movie Flashdance? You're right. Don't say it too loud. They can hear you. This mic picks up everything. And Kelly gets it with leg warmers. Yep, leg warmers. Good job, Kelly. All right, let me give you a points check here. It is still really close. Sam has 15 and Kristen has 14. So there's a big battle going on there. Followed by Kelly with 12. So Kelly is right there knocking on the door. Followed by Pamela with 6. And Lena has 6. and Stevie has 5, and Addison had to go to bed, so she's out of the mix for tonight. Stevie has Cherie has 2, Stevie has 5, Cherie has 2, and Ray J has 1. Did you seriously hear Rebecca say that, Kelly? I'm curious because this like picks up everything.
Well, also, it doesn't help that I'm alive now.
Yes, you said it, not me. All right, here we go. 1980s. In which video game did Super Mario first appear? In which video game did Super Mario first appear? Mr. Kelly said he really heard you say it.
Oh, my leg.
Well, if you guys were on the stream the other night, she sneezed and it sounded like an elephant. Of course, Lena thought she stepped on the dog. And I went back and played it that night, and you could hear her sneeze. And she is probably 80 feet away from where I am. And this mic picked it up.
I even sneezed into like the blanket.
In which video game did Super Mario first appear? Okay, so this is kind of a dumb question. All right, really? Okay, I'm going to throw this question out. Okay, I'm sure it is, but it's kind of a dumb question. And none of you have gotten the answer, so let's see. It says, in which video game did Super Mario first appear? The answer is Mario Brothers. Okay, so that's a dumb question. I might just throw that one away. That's just not. I get it, but that's just kind of weird. Okay, so scrub that question. All right, next question. Back to the 80s. Who sang the title track of the James Bond film License to Kill? Who sang the title track of the James Bond film License to Kill? Right, you had the brother, Stevie. You were closest, so yeah, that's kind of a. As a matter of fact, Stevie, I'm going to give you a point for that. I'm going to give you a point for that because that was a dumb question, and that was saying the brothers. That was a pretty good guess. All right. So who sang the title track? I'm going to give you a hint. It's a woman. It's a female singer who sang the title track of the James Bond film License to Kill. Nope. Don't say it.
I'm not.
Oh, you can't say it. They will hear you if you get it right. Oh, my lands. And Sam gets it with Gladys Knight. Gladys Knight. Good job, Sam. All right. Continue moving through our 80s trivia here. Which is not a song by the Police? Which is not a song by the Police? King of Pain, The Impression I Get, Do 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 Da Da Da, and Message in a Bottle. Which is not a song by the Police? King of Pain, The Impression I Get, Do 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 Da 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 Da, or Message in a Bottle. And Kelly gets it with The Impression I Get. Uh-oh. Kelly, you're only one behind Kristen. Oh. We're going to have a... What? Go do your... Okay, back to your algebra, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question. What color did the ghosts have to be for Pac-Man to eat them? What color did the ghosts have to be for Pac-Man to eat them? Oh, Kristen has to go do mom stuff. Oh, Kelly, I'm surprised she's okay, but Kristen's beating you by 1, so that means Kristen beat you. And the answer is blue. And Kelly, no, never mind. Kelly, you just tied Kristen. Kristen ought to make you go do the mom stuff. Kristen came up fast. All right, let's go about 5 more minutes. That'll be an hour and a half worth of trivia. So let's go back to the 90s for just a little bit. So we'll go about 4 more minutes. All right, here we go. Which kids show did the character Buttercup feature? Which kids show did the character Buttercup feature? Was it Rugrats, Doug, the Powderpuff Girls, or Rocko's Modern Life? Rugrats, Doug, the Powerpuff Girls, or Rocko's Modern Life? And Stevie gets it with the Powerpuff Girls. Good job, Stevie. All right. There we go. 90s trivia. What 8-film Tom Cruise franchise started out in the 1990s? What 8-film Tom Cruise franchise started out in the 1990s? There were 8 films in this franchise. So what 8-film Tom Cruise franchise started out in the 1990s? It was 8 films. It's a franchise. And Ray J gets it with Mission Impossible. Good job, Ray J. Mission Impossible. All right. 90s. Okay, Disney fans, here you go. This is your time to shine. Oh, Stevie, I love Ocean's 11. I love the Ocean's movies. Those are so good. All right, here we go. All right, Disney fans, get ready to type. It's going to be basically whoever types the fastest. And it's a multiple choice question, so listen to all the answers carefully, okay? Which of these Disney films was not released in the 1990s? Okay, so which of these Disney films was not released in the 1990s? Toy Story, Oliver and Company, The Lion King, Aladdin. Which of these Disney films was not released in the 1990s? Toy Story, Oliver and Company, The Lion King, or Aladdin? And Samuel gets it, Mr. Sam, with Oliver and Company. We had several Oliver and Company questions last night, didn't we? All right, so for the last 2 questions, we're going to go back to the 80s so that we finish on our original task for the night, our original theme. I'll tell you what, you would have thought the 80s we always had were video games according to these questions. I'm going to get a different question. These video game questions are getting old and tired. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Who was the first band to be featured on MTV? Who was the first band to be featured on MTV? The Beatles, the Bugles, AC/DC, or Bon Jovi? Yes, Billy Joel rocked it in that movie. Yep. Matter of fact, that's probably some of my favorite Billy Joel music is from that movie. Who was the first band to be featured on MTV? The Beatles, the Bugles, or the Buggles, AC/DC, Bon Jovi? Hey, Bob, good to see you tonight. Okay. All right. So, nope, not the bingo. Okay. So the Beatles, the Bugles, the Bugles, AC/DC, or Bon Jovi? I've got to look these people up. Okay. So they were a band. All right. Okay. All right. And the answer is the Buggles. And they're offshoot of the Beatles. That's the Beatles inspired them, so they call themselves the Buggles. So let me see who actually put Buggles in here. Stevie, I'm going to give it to you, okay? I think you're the closest. All right. Let's do a couple more. 80s trivia. Actually, only one more 80s. So here is the very last. And what was the song? I don't know. They were the first band featured, so I don't know what the song was. If you know, Bob, let us know in the chat. I know. I never heard of them either. Okay, so last question of the night. 80s trivia. Who was the lead singer of the Police? Who was the lead singer of the Police? And Pamela comes in with Sting. Pamela came in first with Sting. Great job. All right. Let's get these scores tallied here. Let me put my cards over here. Wow. We went through almost that entire, save about 10 cards. We went through that entire stack of trivia questions. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of questions. You guys, your brains probably hurt. Okay. All right. Ray J has 2. Cherie had 2. Pamela has 7. Lena had 6. Kelly has 14. Stevie has 8. Kristen has 14. So you guys tied. And our winner tonight was Sam with 17. Sam won tonight's trivia with 17. So you can see how close it was. Kristen and Kelly had 14 and Sam had 17. So, wow, that was, whew. Pamela, you did great tonight. You didn't think you were going to do that great. You did fine. So congratulations, Sam. Way to go. All right. Okay, so tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Well, I said 7. I'm going to have to change the time because it turns out Beck and I are going to go out with some friends tomorrow night and have sushi. We've been wanting sushi, so we're going to go out tomorrow night and have sushi. So I'm going to do Fun with Funkos after we get home. So it's probably going to be a little bit later in the evening. It may be around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. If I think it's going to be later, I will just move it to Saturday. But we are planning to do Fun with Funkos. Got a lot of cool things to do. We'll probably do a little bit of Disney news and stuff too. And then also want to talk about some other things that we've got coming up in the next few days and few weeks. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. We had a great group playing trivia. Let's say there were a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 playing trivia tonight. So that was a really, really good group. Did you see the song? Did you put it in there, Bob? Let me see. I got to know what the song was. Did you see it? Okay, so the song that they did was the Video That Killed a Rock Star. Okay, so that was their song. Okay, and that was one of our questions earlier. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yep, I enjoyed the stream too, Kelly. Thank you for hanging out with me and best to your family. All right, you guys. I will see you tomorrow night with Fun with Funko chat, and never lose sight of this one thing. It was all started by a mouse, and we will see you real soon. Bye.
Epcot.